I came to Ghana and I wanted to buy bread, normal bread that I used to buy in Nigeria. I said, please, can I have bread? And somebody asked me, is it butter or sugar bread? I'm like, butter or sugar? In Nigeria, we use both butter and sugar to make bread join together. So which one is butter or sugar bread? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl. You already know, but if you're new to my channel, I'm glad to have you here. And please don't make it your last. Make sure you hit on that subscribe button and automatically become a Choplifegeng. And for my returning viewers, you know how I feel about you. Thank you so much for always coming back and supporting my channel. So in today's video, I'm talking about some of the experience I've had in Ghana so far. Some of my experience in Ghana. So if you know this is the kind of content you want to see on YouTube, make sure to stick around to the end of this video and let's get started. I'll start by saying Ghanaians are very sensitive people. Like, Ghanaians are extremely soft people. They're not like us Nigerians. You know, in Nigeria, there's some kind of joke, you just joke with somebody. Everybody just take it like, this one is a joke at the end of the day. Coming to Ghana, and then I try to joke with some of my friends with one or two things that, normal things, so that in Nigeria, I could just joke with person. They'll take it normal. But here in Ghana, joking with them, I will just be minding my words. There's some kind of things I can't say to my friends because once I say these things, I'll start explaining why it's not like this or like that to them because they are very, very, very oversensitive. So I'm always very careful with my words whenever I want to talk to them. I'm careful with the kind of things I say to them because next thing they'll start taking it to their hearts. It will go to touch their bone marrow. So I don't actually like joke everything with Ghanaians. I just joke the normal ones. I know that these people will not take it to. But some of my friends now are very much used to me where I can joke anything with them. But randomly, if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I'm very much careful not to joke some kind of jokes with them because they might not take it that lightly like us Nigerians. Even when you go to like social media platforms and they see where they're talking about Nigerians, blasting Nigerians, most Nigerians under the comment section don't even really care. They just take it like lightly because nobody is taking it too seriously. But if you talk about a Ghanaian or joke about a particular thing to Ghanaians, they might just take it like to their heart, and because that's the kind of persons they are. So you can't actually blame them for that because they are really soft and sensitive people. That's why anything you do or say to them, if you just say something that is not so nice to them, you might just get to them. So this is like something I really noticed with Ghanaians, and I think this is like their way. This is how they are. So also being too sensitive is really bad because some people are very, very sensitive where you can't like joke with them. So another thing I've noticed here with Ghanaians is like this is their language tree. You know, Ghanaians have different tribes, just like us Nigerians. We have a lot of tribes in Nigeria, just like we have the Igbo, we have the Yoruba, we have different parts of Nigeria speaking different tribes. But here in Ghana, they have their own different tribes, different regions and everything. But then they still like share a common language, which is like the tree. Almost everybody in Ghana speak the tree. So it's like something that almost everybody used to communicate. And I notice that whenever I go to a place, everybody starts speaking tree to me, irrespective of where I'm from. They don't even want to know. The next thing they start speaking tree to you. So the thing will actually make you to want to learn how to speak the tree. Even if it's not so well, you want to learn the basics. Like me now, I'll actually say some things like, at least if somebody sees you and the person tells you 𝐻𝐻𝐶, like how are you? You'll be like, yeah. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well though. But like at least I've been able to learn the tree because of how Ghanaians love their language and they always speak. In fact, they speak the tree more than the way they speak English here in Ghana. So if you don't understand tree, it will be very difficult for you to communicate unless you like say, oh, I don't understand tree, and they'll start speaking English to you. But I think I like the idea of Ghanaians speaking the tree because it makes you as a foreigner to want to learn the language, because if you don't learn how to speak tree, you feel left out in a lot of communication because basically everybody is talking with the tree. So I've been able to learn 𝐻𝐻𝐶, which is how are you, 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐶, which is thank you, and 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐿, which is like let's go, and I think 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄. These are like the basic tree they use every day. I get to hear these words every day, so it was very much easy for me to learn, and I'm still hoping to learn some more to be very good in my tree basically. So at least I'll be able to talk and discuss in tree. And I think tree is kind of very simple compared to some languages in Nigeria, so it is easy for people to learn. For me, I think it's very easy. It is very, very easy to understand. So that's like one of the things I've noticed with Ghanaians, how they speak the Twi. They will make you to want to learn how to speak Twi. And also, let me tell you guys something, like something about their pidgin. Like, we Nigerians, we have our own pidgin, and then the Ghanaians have their own pidgin. The Ghanaian pidgin is not pidgin at all. I noticed that their pidgin is kind of tushed, a little bit tushed. If you want to say something like, I go see you, like maybe in English now, if you want to say, I'll see you next tomorrow. In Nigeria, if you want to say it in our own pidgin, it's like, I go see you next tomorrow. I go see you next tomorrow. That's how we say it in Nigeria. But here in Ghana, it will be like, I go see you tomorrow next. Like, they'll just turn the tail side, like, I go see you tomorrow next. It's actually cool, but it's not something I'm used to. So I like the way they speak their pidgin. I really want to learn. And something like, if you want to say something like, the money is inside the car. Like in Nigeria, you want to say like the money inside the car. You can say something like, the money there for inside the car. In our own pidgin now, yeah. But in Ghanaian's pidgin, it's something like the money there for the car inside. Like ours is the money there for inside the car, but theirs is the money there for the car inside. So, but the thing is just sweet though. I like the pidgin. I really want to learn the pidgin too. At least I'm making efforts to learn the pidgin. I like the way they speak their pidgin. They don't say tomorrow. They can say like moro, something like moro. So they say it's actually cool, sha. It's very cool. So this is like something I've noticed, like Ghanaian pidgin and our own pidgin is totally different. Our own pidgin is sounding more like the broken English, but theirs is sounding kind of like the tushed pidgin. But it's cool, it's still very cool, and I like it. Then another thing, guys, is the traffic. The first time I came to Ghana, I saw like traffic lights everywhere. And guess what? These guys are very good people. Ghanaians are really calm people. Everybody were just obeying the traffic. Be it in the morning, be it in the afternoon, be it in the night, even at midnight. I had an experience where we come out from the club and it was almost like 3 a.m. As early as 3 a.m. There were nobody on the road, but people were legit stopping at each traffic light. They were obeying it until it turns green, they'll move. It can't be my country. Let's not even go into that. Let's not go into that today. Because in Nigeria, as long as the police people are not there again, once it's maybe 10, 11 p.m. and nobody's there watching, you're sure that nobody's going to hold you. That's the end. You just have to disobey it. The only time we're going to like obey traffic lights in Nigeria is if maybe the police people or somebody that is there, somebody's watching, and you know that you're going to fall into trouble, so you just have to obey. Once there's no person watching and there's like no police or nothing, obey. So I was really like impressed. I see people doing things orderly, more orderly. Like even as nobody was like there watching, as early as 3 a.m. they were able to obey the traffic lights and not like drive anyhow, which is actually very good. Like here in Ghana, I just come to understand that it's like every process, everything has a process, and the Ghanaians are willing to wait and do things. They have patience. They actually just wait and do things in a more organized way. So they know the right thing and they are doing the right thing. So it's actually very good. I really admire this from Ghanaians, because knowing the right thing and doing the right thing is another thing. It's not just knowing, at least you know that this is the right thing and then you're doing it. Then guys, another thing I noticed is bread. In Nigeria, you just go, maybe you want to buy bread now, you just go like to a supermarket or maybe to a bakery or any place you want to buy the bread from. And then you tell them, you want bread. You see different types of bread, different brands, different names, and then you just be like, okay, I want this one. And you buy it and go. I know they have different types of bread, basically. We have like the fish bread, the oats bread. We have different types of bread in Nigeria. But here in Ghana, I came to Ghana and I wanted to buy bread, normal bread that I used to buy in Nigeria. I said, please, can I have bread? And somebody asked me, is it butter or sugar bread? I'm like, butter or sugar? In Nigeria, we use both butter and sugar to make bread together. So which one is butter or sugar bread? The thing with me, but then when Nigeria, you can just, butter and sugar is used to make bread. So we just go and buy bread. Any kind of bread you want, you buy it. There's no nothing like butter. There's nothing like sugar. We have one bread. Our bread is bread for us. Even if we know that there are different types, different types of bread, but we'll just call it bread. There's nothing like butter or nothing like sugar bread. This is like my experience so far in Ghana. Another thing again, I've already experienced this. Why you want to cross the road? Like, even whenever you want to cross the road in Ghana, people are like those drivers, Uber drivers, bus drivers, and people driving their personal cars. Like, once they see that people wants to cross the road, they like stop for them to pass. It doesn't happen in my country. Nobody is going to stop for you to pass. You have to look for a way to and go. If you don't look for a way, you stay there. So you can even stay on the road. You want to cross like the road, you can stay there for like 5 minutes or 2 minutes, depending on how busy that road is. But here in Ghana, people like are willing to like stop for you to pass. Like, you just walk up. You don't even need to run. You just need to like pass and go slowly, which is actually very cool and very good. So these are like a couple of things I've noticed and I've experienced here in Ghana. So far so good. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed this series, and if you know you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit on the subscribe button, and don't just subscribe, turn on your post notifications so whenever I have a new video up on the channel, you'll be the first to know. Also share this channel to your friends and tell other people to come and subscribe. See you guys in my next video.